Good morning, everyone. Good morning from the Philippines. It's just past 6 in the morning. I've just seen a beautiful red mountain oak eagle. She was about twice higher than those trees, so she was quite low. So she's hunting this morning. Just been raining. Lovely to get a little bit of rain here in the Philippines. You know, we definitely don't get enough in this barangay. Right. You know, guys, UK England. This is to you guys in the UK England. I'm a UK citizen here in the Philippines. Quick recap. You know, I'm actually here. I was here 18 months. And then I actually run out of money here in the Philippines. So, you know, 2024, very, very hard year for me and the girlfriend. Very hard. No family and friends to send any help. So, you know, British consulate. So what's happened? Sorry, embassy. I tried to actually get in touch with the British Embassy at least 10 times. And I've sent 3 or 4 emails to the British Embassy. And, you know, I have to make this video short because my phone keeps cutting out. Something wrong with storage. I'm not going to it. Don't have time because, you know, my phone's not holding long videos. So, you know, right. You know, 2024, we run out of money. Tried to actually get in touch with the British consulate. And, you know, they've not got back to me. I've sent emails to the British consulate. I think I've sent at least 4 emails to the British consulate. And the British consulate are making it very hard. Right, I can actually see my phone flashing on and off. So, like I said, I don't know if this phone's going to last long. So, if I'm not on YouTube, you know why my phone's gone. So, you know, what it is, guys, what I'm actually wondering is why the British consulate don't get in touch with a British citizen. As I said, 18 months ago, I were here 18 months, then the money run out. You know, even though, you know, I was actually budgeting the money, it still run out. And my question is, so, you know, it's really strange why the British consulate don't get back to you. And, you know, England, I left England 3 years ago. I left the UK 3 years ago. Looks like an egret. Egret's feather. Quite a nice bird, an egret. Quite a nice feather. So, you know, I'm just wondering why the British consulate have actually not got back to me. Like I said, hopefully this video will turn out okay. And, you know, I see, like I said, Ukraine war. There's a war in Ukraine, Russia. Wow, I thought that would have ended by now. God bless Ukraine, but God bless Russia. You know, I thought this would have all ended, and we do support it, we send aid, and we send lots of money. And you know, strangely enough, England, Great Britain, right, hopefully you guys are going to make Great Britain great again. I'm sure I'm going to play a role in that when I can actually get back to England. But you know, stand up, save our country. You know, with all these immigrants, all these aliens coming into England. And, you know, what's really strange is, I don't know what's really going off. You know, I don't know why they're putting people into hotels. We cannot even, Great Britain cannot even look after its own people, your second-class citizens. But what they're doing is, all these illegal immigrants, invaders, not doing a lot of good to the country, robbing our country. I don't understand why, you know, UK government's putting them up, and I don't understand why they're giving them all this money. They're giving the guys a phone, they're giving them spending money, you know, they're putting them up in hotels. And I actually saw where it was costing something like 600. I don't know if this is blown out of proportion, 600 quid a night. I thought, that can't be real, that's got to be a week. But nothing surprises me. So, you know, mass deportation. Now, like I said, England, mass deportation, you have to do this. As soon as England starts to prosper, right, and I've noticed this for many, many years, and as soon as it starts to prosper, they start to give all the money away, your money. So instead of making it great, they're just bringing Britain down all the time. You know, I don't know what it is. I don't know. Are the government trying to make out we're such a great country and we've got all this money and anyone can just come in? But, you know, I can see the big problems in England now. So God bless England. It's not a Muslim country. Don't come to England if you don't. You know, we have our beliefs. We've built England as grandfathers, as fathers. We have built England, Great Britain, hard-working people. And I don't understand you politicians. You just want to destroy it. And that's what's happening, you know. And wow, it's such a crying shame. And I wondered, I thought, wow, they're letting all these invaders into England. Me, a UK citizen, you know, I tried to get in touch with British Embassy and they make it very, very hard. They don't want you to get in touch. So it looks like I'll end up in a detention centre. And by the sounds of it, if you haven't got money here in the Philippines, in a detention centre, you have to have money to buy food. If you haven't got money to buy food, well, I suppose you're drinking water and maybe you get ill, etc. But, you know, what I'm actually really wondering is, you know, you go to a detention centre and you're detained in this detention centre. And, you know, like I said, I made a mistake. You'd have to go and watch the previous videos if you're interested. But I actually just made a mistake where I stopped paying my immigration because I run out of money. And it's another video, guys, and I haven't got space on my phone. But there is videos you can watch. This is to UK, England, and I'm here in the Philippines. I'm actually here on the rice fields, but there's no rain. So, you know, and you can't make any money here. And, you know, so it's very, very, very difficult. Thank the Lord. Thank God for a few of my subscribers. Thank God for a few of my subscribers. You know, more than a few sometimes, quite a couple do send support at least once a week. So, you know, if it hadn't have been for them, wow, we'd have been, you know, we'd have been starving to death. So I just wondered, my country, Great Britain, you know, they're letting all these aliens in and there's got to be a motive. You know, they're letting all these aliens in. It's all over Europe. Muslims are raping Christians and it's just getting crazy and it'll get worse. And all I can say is, you guys, take Great Britain back. Right, take it back. It's your country. So take it back. And that's my little video. Can't really chat much longer. It would be nice. So God bless Britain. And that's what I just wondered. Why can British Embassy let anybody in, give them phones, give them money, put them up in an hotel, when you guys are actually on the streets, you're living in cardboard boxes? We've got war heroes, and the war heroes, same, they're not giving them any money, they're not looking after them, and then they're just letting all these aliens come in. I don't understand what's going off. There's got to be a motive. So, just looking at these baby carabaos, and I might reverse the camera. But you know, like I said, I think that's long enough, this video. And it would be nice to actually make 3 or 4 videos. So this is to you guys in Great Britain. Take care, God bless. We're not a Muslim country. we don't, don't bring your beliefs to England, because at the end of the day, if we took our beliefs to your country, it'd be your head. You'd be gone. So, our country, our rules, simple as that. God bless Great Britain and British Embassy. You're doing a great job, I must say. And mass deportation. I'm not an illegal immigrant here, guys, right? I'm on overstay. I actually have paid my immigration, but can't pay it anymore because I run out of money. And I actually do intend, when I get back to England, I don't know if British Embassy is going to help me to get back to England, but if it does or if it doesn't, I do intend paying them back for the ticket. And I don't understand why Philippines lock you up in a detention centre. It's okay for a couple of weeks, for months and months and months, or maybe years, depending. This is what I've heard, depending on what's happened. Don't understand why they actually lock you up in a prison and expect you to pay fine and expect your family and friends to actually pay. Here she is, look. A baby carabao. So she's loose. So that's it, So that's my video for this morning, and I won't be making very many long videos anymore, because like I said, there's something wrong with my phone. So UK, England, God bless, make it great again. Lots of problems in England. Wow, unbelievable. Very powerful country. Now you guys are starting to stand up. Civil war, will it come? Maybe. Like I said, we're not a Muslim country. You don't have the right. And we, the British people, we have the right to speak his mind in his own country. Don't be suppressed. Have a beautiful day here from the Philippines. Foreigners stuck in the Philippines.